Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video. If you guys see the photo, you know what we're going to be pulling on. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So, this is another Oracle reading. Or, I don't know, it's going to be Tarot, Oracle, whatever the case may be. It's another reading that just came to me. As always, while I was looking at the Daily Mail, and according to them, it is alleged that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck could be divorcing because they have not been seen together in 47 days. I had to take a pause right there because, you know, that's downright ridiculous. I mean, don't people understand that one has other things to do and the other one has other things to do? I feel as though that, you know, they're two different people who are very busy with their careers, and just because they're not seen together in a certain amount of days, you got people thinking that they're divorcing. Really? That's crazy. But either way, I decided to pull on them just to get, you know, some clarification. I have a feeling, guys, and I want to say this, and it's not a bad thing at all. The way how Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's history, I am getting vibes that these two could be like soulmates. And I wouldn't be surprised if I flip the cards and, you know, a soulmate card will pop out or a twin flame will pop out. That's quite common depending on, you know, their history. Because, you know, back in the day, this is for, you know, 89ers like myself and and on up. No one, you know, who wasn't, you know, like born in the millennium wouldn't understand, you know, Jennifer and, you know, Ben's relationship. But they used to date back in the day. And in my opinion, I was like 14, 15 at the time. In my opinion, they look really good together. Like they get along well. But somehow, no, they were like, you know, they were engaged to be married. But then I feel as though what happened was, you know, the other Jennifer, Jennifer Garner, came in and swooped in and, you know, took Ben, you know, from Jennifer. I feel as though that's what she did. And I guess that's part of the reason why they're not together, because how you get them is how you lose them. Just saying. But Ben and Jennifer Lopez, you know, they merged back together. And people was thinking that, you know, it was rather, you know, odd. They were saying that, you know, Jen has ran out of options and blah blah blah, and, you know, she's going, you know, back to leftovers. But I really do feel like, low key, I really do feel like, and I believe that they are each other's soulmates. Because it seemed as though she wasn't really like quite happy, not even with Mark Anthony. I mean, I feel like Mark Anthony was like a surrogate in a way, just for her to have kids. But I feel as though that with them two, they should have got married. They should have had, you know, children together. But it is unfortunate that, you know, they end up having children with other people. But, you know, they're sugarcoating it now because, you know, their families are merged in together. You know, everybody got respect for each other, and that's a good thing. So let me stop talking. We're going to get on to the reading. A disclaimer, as always, everything in this reading is 100% alleged unless it is confirmed by the person mentioned in the video. So it's just for entertainment purposes only. I just want to leave that out there. Yeah, so without further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, guys, so we're going to get started with the reading. I just want to put out there for new people who came across my page. Hello, welcome. I am Jerry, aka Virgo Sun Oracle. I do oracle readings on celebrities, and I do collective reads as well. I just want to say that in this video, how I do couples is that I would pull on them both as a couple to get the energy between them, and also I would do them individually. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. There may be a couple parts, but so long and enjoy the ride. Grab your popcorn, and we're going to get started. Okay, guys, so the first set of cards we're going to pull up on comes from my True Emotional card deck. I can never get tired of those. And the question I basically asked was, what was the energy surrounding Jennifer and Ben at this time regarding their marriage? And these are the responses that I got. Okay, guys, so the first card that we have, if my phone doesn't ring again, is Phony, Trickster, Illusion, Fairy Tale. So I haven't seen this card in a while. I know this card came out on a past read on a celebrity that I did in the past. And basically, what this card means to me is that there is someone in the relationship that is living in a fairy tale, or feels like that they're living in a fairy tale. I feel like that this energy could be coming from J-Lo. Definitely coming from J-Lo. Because I feel as though, like, looking at her, that she is the type that likes to live in, in a fairy tale. She gets involved with these men and thinking that, it's like a Cinderella story and all of that, when really it's a trickster, it's an illusion. What you think that's there is not there, unfortunately. The next card that we have, guys, we have No Strains. So this card in particular, as I was shuffling, this card came out twice. It came out once, and I was thinking that, okay, how, when you're shuffling, the cards, 3 of them would come out. And I was thinking, no, that's not, that's not it. But Spirit had informed me that these are one of the cards that I must select and must share. And basically, it means as what the card means. It means that allegedly there is no strains within the relationship. Wow, that's really wild. That's wild, guys. I never seen anyone that, would be married and have, like, no strings attached. Wow. Oh boy. The third card we have, oh goodness, guys, this card I have not seen in a long while either. This card came out for a celebrity I did in the past. Actually, this came out during RM's reading, and I have not seen it ever since, as far as my concern. The first reading I did on RM, this card came out. But you see what this means, and it could be allegedly, and I feel like this could be coming from, I'm sorry, I feel like this is coming from Jennifer's part, or it's someone that is working behind Jennifer that may be into, like, spells, that kind of thing, and could have put a fix on Ben. Because, guys, don't you think it's rather odd? I feel as though, like, since this card came out, to be honest, to me, it's rather odd as to how Jennifer and Ben link back up together. It's very coincidental. I know some of us will be thinking that they were, they've been together a long time ago, and they both went their separate ways because the relationship didn't work out. And you think that once the relationship didn't work out, you're not supposed to fuck with that person again. And there's a card in this bunch that would indicate that you're not supposed to be, fucking around whoever, you were with before. Once you leave it alone, you leave it alone. But it's just odd. It's kind of like, it's giving me vibes that it could be allegedly. I don't know how many members in, Jennifer's family, But it's rather weird that how out of the blue there was like nobody in the world, and then all of a sudden, Ben pops into the picture, and it's kind of like, how you cast a spell on somebody. You put a spell on them. This is what, allegedly could happen. You be under a love spell. Okay, guys, so the next card that we have is mirroring. And this card will come out, like from time to time. But I feel as though that what is happening when I look at this card, I feel as though that this is kind of like a deja vu in a way, like how a person will keep doing the same thing, keep doing the same thing, keep doing the same thing. They keep on being a constant, reflection of themselves. And I feel like that this card came out because due to the fact that, Jennifer, she just keeps doing the same thing, just keep messing with these guys that, she used to be with, and knowing that, they're a piece of shit, they're not worth anything, it would never work out, and she just constantly do it. It's almost like a repetitive thing. So I feel as though that this mirror came out because it's showing that Jennifer just keeps being persistent with constantly dating men of her past, when she should know that it's not going to work well in her favor. See, guys, we have the funeral card. So what do you do? What goes on with a funeral? A funeral card. What's dead should stay dead. What's dead should not come back to life. Once it's dead, it's dead. Dead and buried. So this is a message from Spirit that Jennifer needs to know. Stop chasing after old relationships that you know that they are dead. They're not going to work out in your favor. Not Ben, not A-Rod, not Diddy. I know not Diddy, because Diddy is, Diddy is all kinds of fucked up. But whoever the hell that she been with, none of it is not going to work. It's dead and buried. Was dead should stay dead. And that relationship with Ben should remain dead. And you guys, we have the last card coming from my True Emotional card deck. As you can see, we have karmatic ties. So this shows that this is karmatic. This is karmatic. This is something repetitive that I feel like Jennifer. But I feel like just by looking at these cards, these are definitely representing her. That she is constant. Karmatic ties. It's constant. Every time she keeps doing this, she's going to have karma behind it. Because like I said again, it's not going to work out in her favor. And as you guys will see in the next cards, we're going to be pertaining to Ben. And then we're going to see what lies beneath him. Okay, guys, so the next set of cards we're going to go over. These comes from my What Lies Beneath Oracle deck. And these cards pertain to Ben Affleck. And I basically asked what lies beneath Ben Affleck regarding his relationship with Jennifer Lopez. And the first card that we have is Copycat. Copycat, as we can see, this is a woman who is, she likes to copy certain things and copy off of people. So there could be times where Ben allegedly could be copying certain things from Jennifer. It could be style, it could be like certain ideas, whatever she's interested in. He may be copying her or want to mimic her. The next card we have is Total Drama Action. So guys, I want to tell you a little bit of a story regarding this card. So I told you guys I was like shuffling the other day, and this card actually came out. I'm a little surprised they actually came out again, because this card does resonate with the situation. But allegedly, it just shows that there is drama in the relationship, allegedly. I see as though there's a man, like holding a camera, as if he's at the TV station and he's holding the camera of a show. Now, this could be alleged. This could be alleged, but this could be the vibe that I'm getting. This allegedly could be like a publicity stunt. It could be issues within them, but at the same time, that this allegedly could be a publicity stunt, because you see that, there's a man holding a camera, and they may be getting a kick out of this. And this is the vibe that I got when I was like shuffling the other day, and this card actually came out. So it could be two things. It could be that they're together. They could be, playing along with us, wanting to get the publicity, wanting to get people to talk about them. Behind closed doors, these other things could be going on. But right now, they're just like, it's the same thing that, Cardi B would do from time to time. I use her for example, that, they like to do shit for publicity, to keep their names in other people's mouths, to keep their minds focused on them. And I think that's really low, because I'm thinking like, Jennifer got more class. She don't need to be doing any of that shit. Jennifer and Ben both, I feel, they don't need to go on that level. But, we don't know what certain people feel. So this is what I get from this card, allegedly. Okay, guys, we are back. So I'm just going to go over these cards real quick. These are the cards that I pulled out for Jennifer pertaining to Ben. So the first card that we have is Slow Down. You're moving way too fast for me, and it's scaring me away. So I feel like that this energy could be coming from Ben. Maybe allegedly he may feel that the relationship is moving kind of fast. Because what my understanding is that Jennifer is a Leo. I'm not sure about Ben Affleck's sign. He could be Gemini, but I could be wrong. If you guys know, what sign he is, you can comment down below. But Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries mainly, Lord, because of my mom, they tend to move really fast. Like they won't waste no time. They won't stop to think. They'll just go before doing it. So that's why I feel like that this card is pertaining to allegedly Ben telling Jennifer to slow down within the relationship. The next card that we have the Catfish card. I'm not really who I say I am. So I feel like, again, that this pertains to Ben, that this goes back to that first card, that fairy tale illusion card, that Jennifer, she may feel like that she's in a fairy tale, but according to this Catfish card, it's a completely different story. I feel as though that she's coming into the relationship thinking that Ben is going to be one way, and some of us thought that he may be like one way, but a person of a certain age, once they reach a certain age, they don't tend to change. So that pertains to like a catfish, like if you were thinking that you're talking to this handsome guy or this gorgeous girl online, and you come and meet this person, it's not all what it pertains to be, then that's another subject. But I feel as though that she is coming into this relationship thinking that, oh, Ben is going to be one way, but really he's going to be, allegedly he's going to be the same as he is. He's going to be, the way that he is. And this card says that, because the next question I ask, what are the challenges, what are the obstacles, or how does Jennifer feel like about Ben? We have the Loser card. So this is an indication, this is why these cards are such a trip, that Ben allegedly is a loser. And she has 3 stop signs. So you see this, this is a tag concerning, like, oh, she really needs to look into some oracle readings on her on YouTube, because these signs do not lie. But yes, we have the loser card. And the last card that we have is children. And the question that I asked, what challenges and obstacles Jennifer would have to face during her relationship with Ben. Actually, with this card, the question that I used for this card is, what can Jennifer Lopez expect this year in her love life? Which was this answer. But however, what challenges and obstacles? And of course, guys, we have the children card. This is bigger than the two of us, and there's a lot at stake. Let's make thoughtful decisions, since we can't afford to play games here. So I don't know, within the relationship, like I explained, you know, she has kids, Ben has kids. It could be alleged that the children, they bond really well. So if they're going to have issues with each other, that could affect the kids. I feel as though that could be the reason, because this card came slam out. So I feel as though that it's something to do with trying to navigate with each other, but also trying to fix it in a way where it wouldn't like damage the relationship to each other's children, if that makes sense, guys. I'm hoping I'm making sense. Okay, so I managed to pull out the cards pertaining to Ben about J-Lo. We're gonna go over them real quick. Oh boy. So the first card that we have is incompatible. We definitely have some differences in perspectives and priorities that could make the relationship challenging. So I feel like when this card came out, I did my researching. I wasn't a lazy ass. I found out Ben is also a Leo sign. J-Lo is a Leo sign. And in my opinion, people that are the same sign, they do not get along. Okay, guys, so apologies for that. I'm at work. For those of you that have been watching me, you know. Okay, so the next card that we have is the toxic card. If our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without me. So this is an indication that this relationship is toxic. When it's like, you know, the relationship is showing this, it can be concerning. And also we have this card as well. We have no spark. We have to admit that the chemistry just isn't there between us. So they could come to a realization that both of them may feel, allegedly, that the spark that they thought that they have is just not there anymore. Like, things is not the same within their relationship. And lastly, we have the loser card, which this card actually came out on Jennifer's side. So it's, you know, one is a loser. Per se, there's like loser energy within the relationship. Allegedly, there is no spark in the relationship, allegedly, and they are incompatible. The incompatible part, I'm not even going to say allegedly to that, because like I said, I feel as though that certain signs, if you're the same zodiac, most likely you don't go together, because I've been through it with myself. I am a Virgo, and I had met Virgo men that I just realized I couldn't even get along with. I even met a birthday twin in my past, and I couldn't even get along with him. Unless you're a Pisces. Somehow or another, Pisces people in Pisces relationships, they get along really well. And yeah, guys, we have the toxic card. Hello guys, we are back for the final set of cards I'm going to go over in this reading pertaining to Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So these cards come from my What's the Tea Oracle deck. The reason why I said, hey, I want to use these cards was because earlier in this reading I mentioned that another alleged possibility that I feel as though that Jennifer and Ben are doing this like as a publicity stunt, you know, like that time with Sylvester Stallone, that we thought that Sylvester Stallone and his wife were getting a divorce, but it was all for a reality show, you know, that kind of thing. So I thought about using my what's the tea. So I actually had to go home and grab those real quick. And I shuffled them, and these are the results that I got. Okay, guys, so the first card that came out was Marion for Money. So I'm not really sure how or why this card came out, because from what my understanding is that both Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, he's an actor, she's an actress, musician, they have like mad money. So I don't really particularly understand, why this card came about. It could came out either because someone wanted to get locked into money. I feel as though that this is definitely coming from Ben's energy, because I feel like J Lo is more established than he is. Sorry to say, I could be wrong, but I feel this is what I'm feeling, that she's more established. So just imagine someone coming in and simply just want to get married to lock themselves in with money. And the next card that we have, guys, oh wow. It's playing how that married card, and then next we have the thief card here. So that's rob, loss, theft, physical, and or emotional. So this to me is still pertaining to Ben, that I feel as though that allegedly he could have married J-Lo, within money, and at the same time trying to rob. Because imagine if they were to have like this breakup, you got to go through courts. It could be a case of alimony. Like, who knows what could happen down the line. So, people have agendas these days where it is, they're after certain stuff. Like, they're not going to go after you unless you have something behind you that they want. So that allegedly, that could be, what is going on, like behind the scenes of their relationship. The next card that we have is threatening. We have it is intimidating, threatened, bothered. So someone within the relationship could be allegedly feeling like, that they're threatened and they're very intimidating. I'm not sure where either party this is coming from, but Spirit is saying allegedly that energy, that threatening energy, is between their relationship. The next card that we have is Want You Back. I have some cards pertaining to this that I will go into the reading with you guys in a moment. But no. With all the shit that's going on within the relationship, I don't even want to explain it. It's a no. It's a no. The signs is right there, all in red. Like, I don't understand why this card came out. And the next card we have, guys, here's another red flag. The main red flag, boom, boom, boom. We have love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. So it could be alleged that someone within the marriage could have another person, could have been cheating on the other, and someone found out. I feel like that this energy come from Brad, because you guys remember where I pulled out, like the burning evidence card, and how J-Lo, felt shocked and unexpected, allegedly, regarding, the shocking news. So there could have been like a third party. I'm going to give you guys a spoiler. Honestly, I have some response cards that definitely resonates with this, so hold tight. I will go over with you with that in a minute. And the last card that we have impersonator. Wants to be like you, acts like, dresses like you, looks like, copies you. So I feel as though that this definitely comes from Ben, because in his card on my What Lies Beneath, he did had like a copycat card. So that's just, allegedly, just to, confirm that. Okay, guys, so we have the next set of cards here. These are my response cards. I pulled out from two decks. One from my Lover's Oracle deck, these decks are literally like, these are like a spare that I just brought to work for me in case if I wanted to do, you know, like quick oracles and whatnot. I have the same thing at my house, but a little different. And we're also going to be using, you know, cards from my Naked Truth Oracle card deck. So let's start with the Naked Truth. I'm going to flip them over. These pertain to Ben Affleck. So I just asked like a simple question, you know, how he feels, you know, about Jennifer Lopez, or what thoughts, what's the energy currently going on allegedly. And this is the first card. The first card we have is that I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. I don't let people play with my life easily because I have trust issues. So guys, I'm not sure how this card came out. This came out kind of like Pop Goes the Weasel as I was shuffling, but it could, you know, say that, you know, Ben could have like some trust issues. This card to me kind of like resonates with that slow down card I pulled earlier on Ben's part about how he feels like things are going too fast within the relationship and that he wants to slow down. So there could have been times where, you know, not really like ghosted how I feel. I feel as though that he, you know, wanted to, you know, distance himself a little because it was getting, you know, too intense. The next card that we have, guys, the grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I am a fool. So, guys, remember I told you about the love triangle? This is a confirmed response that they could have been, you know, like some cheating going on. And this next response here confirms that as well. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It wasn't my fault. So that could come back to, you know, like the shallow card I pull out on J-Lo, how allegedly she could feel depressed. She could feel like that it's something that she did was wrong in the relationship. No, he is saying that he is the one that allegedly cheated. Okay, guys, the next response that we have is that I can express myself. So that kind of goes back to the first response that I read on Ben. I don't let people into my life easily because I have trust issues. So he could have issues where, you know, he cannot express himself at times to J-Lo. The next response that we have is that sex with you. So J-Lo kind of has a response as well pertaining to sexual desire. And looking at these two responses, you'll see J-Lo's in a minute. I feel as though that this relationship could be based on sex. It could not be based on like, you know, anything to me that is serious other than your children. But allegedly, I feel like that these are one of those relationships where it is based on sex. Unless they're both fire signs, so sex is like wow with them. So okay, and the last response that we have is that I had to let you go so I could find myself. So this could be like a prediction allegedly that Ben and J-Lo are planning to separate, and at this time they're definitely distancing themselves so they can figure out what they want. Okay, guys, so these are the next set of cards pertaining to Jennifer, and I basically asked the same question: what are Jennifer's thoughts about Ben? How does she feels about Ben? And the first card that we have is drama. So we have seen the word drama before on our, you know, on the previous cards I have shown you guys that I have pulled. So basically, allegedly, you know, there could be drama within the marriage. The next card, I can't handle your love. So this is either Jennifer saying that she cannot handle Ben's ways, or it could be another way within the bedroom, that he could be intense in the bedroom, and allegedly she can't handle it. The next card that we have, guys, is that I can't make a decision. Wow. So this comes from that confusion card where she's unsure about how, you know, she wants to move forward. And this response actually follows that she is at a crossroads. I am at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or should I move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. So, guys, she's really mad confused about what she wants to do. I guess that this is why they're distancing themselves, because they're unsure. And she's very unsure about what she wants to do. In this case, like I said earlier, homegirl needs to be single. And the last card that we have with her is sexual desire. So, yes, like I said, guys, this relationship is, I feel, is definitely based on sex. Okay, guys, so these next set of cards here kind of came out all at once as I was asking my questions. So I'm just going to go over them real quick. I'm just going to read the responses. So the first response that we have is that I'm used to getting my way, but you can put me in my place. The next response, I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. So this card right here kind of reminds me back to the card Slow Down. That was on, let me see, that was on like Ben's side, that things are moving too fast. So I feel like this card resonates with that. And the next card, guys, look at here. I'm going to zoom in on here. Yes, I was cheating. So this definitely comes from Ben. This is terrible. Why in the world? Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, I was cheating. These two, I feel like they don't even need to be married at all. And the last card, I am learning to love myself now, thanks to you. So this could be a realization from Jennifer that she is starting to wake up and realizing that, you know, she doesn't need to go through this bullshit of this alleged cheating. That, like I said, guys, earlier, she needs to work on herself. She's got to work on herself and learn to love herself in order to welcome in another relationship. All right, you guys. So these three cards here, what I pulled was just a simple question. I was trying to get a prediction that when Ben and Jennifer allegedly will announce their split. I know it's bad, guys, but this is a prediction. That's why I said throughout this whole entire video that everything is alleged. So the first card that we have is it is the wrong time. So I feel like by looking at this card that it is an indication that I feel as though that Jennifer and Ben, if I say Brad one more time, I swear, and I hope I didn't say Brad, but Ben and Jennifer would not announce their split because right now at this time it is the wrong time. Now the next card that we have is October. So I wanted to get a feel of the season. I was thinking, like, is it going to be this coming summer? Is it going to be autumn? Is it going to be winter? You know, that kind of thing. So the card gave me October. So, you know, October, autumn leaves. So it could be sometime between October, allegedly, and by the end of this year. So they could allegedly announce their split, guys, right around October, between the end of the year. So it will be the end of this year, allegedly. If I'm right, I'm gonna blow off this chair, really, if I'm right with this. But yes, guys, this is the response that I got. Okay, guys, so that concludes the reading of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.